King's Indian defense, Orthodox, Aronin-Taimanov defense, 8.b3 and g4 9.bg5 f6 10.bc1. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was a well-fought middle game that black got the better of. The ready is a less common but flexible opening that controls the center with the knight before committing a pawn. The d5 and e4 squares are under the control of nf6, which advances the knight into the center. c4 has control over the crucial d5 square. The bishop is prepared to grow into a functional square. The d5 and e4 squares are under the control of nc3, which advances the knight into the center. Fianchetto move bg7 places the bishop on the long diagonal. The bishop will be better off as a result of this. The bishop is prepared to grow into a functional square. The bishop will be better off as a result of this. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. b2 develops the light-squared bishop and prepares to castle kingside. e5 takes space in the center and immediately attacks the d4 pawn. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. nc6 develops the knight, defends the e5 pawn and attacks the d4 pawn. b3 develops the bishop toward the center and adds a defender to the d4 pawn. ng4 attacks the bishop and partially unblocks the h8-a1 diagonal. bg5 attacks the queen and avoids capture by black's knight. f6 blocks the attack on black's queen and attacks the bishop on g5. bc1 preserves the bishop pair. This uses a pawn to attack the center while vying for position. This wins time by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. It is the last book move. This develops a queen off its starting square, getting it into the action. This threatens to create a passed pawn. It is good. It is a fair deal after all captures. That's good. This turns the pawn into a passed pawn, which means no other pawn may oppose it as it advances. It is ideal. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be opposed as it attempts to promote by other pieces. It is quite good. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This is the only good move. It is a great move. This eliminates a threat and captures a pawn. It is ideal. That's a decent move. That's good. This overlooks an opportunity to add a defender to a vulnerable knight. It is a mistake. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. There were worse maneuvers, but there were also much better ones. It is incorrect. There was just one smart move to be made. This ignores a superior strategy for protecting a pawn that was being attacked. It is incorrect. This exchange is fair. It is ideal. Backs off. This poses a threat to an open file and a rook. It is ideal. This wins a tempo by threatening a knight and forcing it to move away. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. The knight can now control more squares as a result. It is ideal. The rooks are linked by this, making it easier for them to work together in the future. It is quite good. It's alright. That's good. This requires an open file, a typical technique for rook activation. That's good. This shifts the bishop to a square with more activity, giving it greater scope. That's good. This may succeed in winning a bishop. It is incorrect. By moving a rook from its starting square, this activates it. That's good. This is not the best approach. It is incorrect. This enables the adversary to disclose a bishop attack. It is incorrect. This reveals an assault that poses a threat to a bishop. It is ideal. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This is the only good move. It is best. This is an equal trade. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. After all captures, This is an equal trade. This is the only good move. It is best. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was a well-fought middle game that black got the better of. This is the only move that works. It is best. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was a well-fought middle game that black got the better of.